All right, there we go. We are live, and I already see a lot of people already here having conversations way before I started. That's always encouraging. And this is Chris. This is We Love Comics. And the first thing I'm going to say is when I give any referrals to comics, when it comes to speculation, I cannot guarantee that these will work. So make sure you do not spend your mortgage payment trying to get books. The books I'm about to mention are going to be pretty darn cheap. As a matter of fact, you may even find them in a dollar bin at comic stores. So this isn't an expensive comic, but there is risk involved, so keep that in mind. I cannot guarantee that this will happen because until something has happened, you know, anything can change. But this is a very inexpensive book, and one of the things I know is I take these things very seriously because I know you'll see in the video views this will get triple to quadruple the amount of my normal views because I know even the people that for some reason or whatever, and they're allowed to, that don't like my channel, will come here and they'll see the books and they'll sell them on eBay double, triple, quadruple the price. So you got to get here quick. So with that being said, the link I just posted for the cashback program, make sure you sign up for it because if you haven't signed up for it before and you spend $25 or more within the first 90 days, you get a $10 cash back. So that'll help you get these comics. Now remember, if you're spending $25, that cannot include the shipping and handling. So it has to be $25 plus shipping and handling or free shipping and handling. So sign up for that link. It's free to do. Check for any restrictions and then buy the comic, but you got to act quick. So let me put on the video camera, and I got 3 books I'm going to show you. Technically 4, but I'll show them. So this you want to act quick. Again, this is a cheap book. Speculation, cannot guarantee it. Cannot stress that enough. Make sure you share this and hit a thumbs up before you go. And then wait until the end if you're interested to get the surprise subscriber shout out. Alright, so these are the books. As soon as you see it, you're pretty much going to know. But these are not Marvel. These are not DC. And Richard says it well. Do your research. Right now, this is Youngblood, issue number 2. Now, a while ago, a couple years ago, there was a company that bought the rights to do the movie for this. They have taken further steps now and got a director for this movie. So the chances have increased dramatically that this character, who will be updated, it won't look like the 90s character, will be having his own movie. Now, because it's not Marvel and it's not even DC, I seriously doubt this is going to be a book that's going to all of a sudden be a $5,000 book, and it's probably not going to be a franchise. In my opinion, like Bloodshot, this is probably going to be a one-and-done character, which means you want to buy it quickly, buy it cheap, and if they do the movie, and like I said, if they do the movie, you are going to end up selling. You would want to sell it quickly, in my opinion. Obviously, you don't have to. Now, this one is the second print. So I paid $9.99 with shipping and handling. So not only is this the first Prophet, who the movie is going to be based on, it's also the first appearance of Shadowhawk. Now, they haven't done anything, but who knows? These days, with people buying up, you know, rights to characters, that might be another character down the line. So we'll have to see. So, another one. This is the first print. Now, this one I got, it was signed by Rob Liefeld. So this is the first print. Now, key thing. Towards about past the middle of the book, by the third of before the ending, there is a card insert in here. It is basically the size of like a very small folded postcard. Make sure in the first print or the second print, it has that card, because if you get it graded and it does not have that card insert, it will be considered qualified incomplete. So this is why you need to stick around, because I'm sure there were a few people that saw this first comic that I showed and went straight to eBay. Now, if you're not doing your own research and you don't know about it, and you didn't wait to find out, you're going to end up possibly being very disappointed if you didn't research it and you didn't know there's the insert, and you get one that just happened to not have it in it, and you get it graded, it comes back qualified. This is why I always stress that you get your knowledge on. You research, you know what you're doing, and wait for me to describe things. Don't just as soon as you see the video, which I'm sure many people did, they clicked off, went straight to eBay to either start buying them or start selling them. Now, this was signed, like I said, this is the first print. This is signed by Rob Liefeld. I paid $14.94. I mean, just to get the signature alone was worth it. But these are two books definitely to get. Now, there is a third, and I have two of them here to show you. Again, this is riskier, but you're going to, you're not going to pay an arm and a leg for these books. This is Prophet #1. This one was signed by Dan Panosian, and this one was signed by Rob Liefeld. I paid $8 for this one, including shipping and handling, and I paid only $11.45 for this book. So there is no first appearance, it's just the first issue, because you know what happens when it comes to comics. Once the first appearance goes, everybody goes for issue #1 unless issue #1 ends up being the first appearance. Like, for example, Fantastic Four #1 is the first appearance of Fantastic Four. But Amazing Spider-Man #1 is not the first appearance of Amazing Spider-Man, because that's Amazing Fantasy 15. So it can get a little confusing at times. So basically 3 books. You got Youngblood #2. This is, and you could see it's got the pink. It's a dual cover. You'll see on the other side there'll be Shadowhawk bursting out of the Liefeld cover. So it is one of those flip books, so it would look cool graded. But this one has the yellow, the yellow and pink, which is the second print. You have the green and light blue. That is the first print. I got that one. It's signed by Rob Liefeld. And then you have Prophet #1. Both of these signed. One by Dan Panosian and the other by Rob Liefeld. I would not pay, even for the signature. I mean, Rob Liefeld's, for Youngblood #2, anything under $50 is a great deal. Signed books are going to be a little bit more money, and you may grab some of these cheap like I did. But remember, this is something that's going to be risky. Don't spend a lot of money. I guarantee you by the end of the day, the prices that you're seeing now will double, triple, quadruple. Don't be one of those people that hastily goes right away. So you either got to really early, you got to go to comic book stores if there any open where you are. Look on, Facebook or Instagram, something like that, before somebody gets this message, and get it quickly. If you're paying $25 for the second print without it being signed, you're spending way too much money, in my opinion, unless it was already graded at 9.8. So I guarantee you, I know that when I make a video, many people that normally will not watch my videos will come, because I already see there's 60 people watching right now. My average views for a regular video are about 20 to 30, maybe 40. So it basically proves that a lot of people are interested in speculation. And there's nothing wrong with that, because if you can make some money, especially in these days where people like myself are unemployed to the situation that's going on, any way you can make money, that's great. Now, I'm not selling any of these because I'm going to hold on to them. And that's the whole thing about speculating, is I am taking the chance. I bought these cheap, that there will be a movie made, there will be announcements, and then once that happens, once it becomes official, if it becomes official, these books will get even higher in price. So, these are books that are probably going to be, a lot of them in low grade, because most people put these away and they weren't worth anything for decades. So you really want high grade books. These are all, this one right here, I bought it because it does have a couple of color breaking creases, but it is signed by Liefeld, and I paid under $12. But most of these are between 9.4 and 9.8. That's what you want with these kind of books. But I can guarantee you many of the books are going to be very fine and under, because probably people did not care for these and did not take care of them. So I cannot stress enough, you want at least the 9.4 to a 9.8 of this book. Anything else is not going to be very desirable, even if there is a movie. Unless, of course, you pick it up for $1 or you already had it. So, that is the video. If you appreciate this, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Today's surprise subscriber shout-out is going to be Captain Crunch. You are today's surprise subscriber shout out. And Cue Ball says, what about Youngblood 0 or 1? It always depends on price. If you want to take the chance on it, by all means, please do. I mean, I have an original Youngblood. I have a couple of issues that I bought the day they came out. Will there be ever a Youngblood movie? Who knows? But if you can find a good price for it and you want to take the chance, that's the beautiful thing about speculation. Just remember, like I always say, there's risk involved. There are no guarantees. But if you buy them cheap and if it doesn't work out, or you already had them, hey, you know, what did you lose? But do not overspend on this book, and do not hold it for too long if you're buying it for speculation. If you're buying it to read it, well, you're probably too late for that. You should have done it 20 years ago or 20 days ago. So get these books. Don't overpay for them. If you see the prices skyrocket, sit it out. It's not going to be worth it, in my opinion, to overpay for these books. But it is worth taking the chance on if you can get them cheap. And if the movie ends up happening, in my opinion, I think it's going to be a one-and-done movie. I don't see it making billions of dollars. I don't see, you know, a great story. I just see it something where once they make the first trailer, if it gets to that point, that's when I am selling it. Whatever you do is up to you. But I'm holding on to these and take the chance if it doesn't happen. You know what? I spent, what, $30 on these books. 3 of the 4 are signed. I can take that risk. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you appreciated this video. I got plenty of videos I'm going to be making, as you could see. I got all these comic books here. I've shown it before. Check out some of my other videos. Don't forget to click on the cashback program before you buy a book if you do, because if you spend $25 or more after you click that link within the first 90 days, you get a $10 additional cashback bonus. And I get a one-time referral fee, so considering I've been out of work going on 3 months now and no end in sight, anything that you guys can do will help. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you appreciated this. Do not overspend on this book. It's going to be a one-and-done, in my opinion, so it's going to be one of those, sell it if there's a trailer. And if it doesn't happen, you know what? If you bought it at the dollar store, maybe you'll have a good read. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Give the shout-out a shout-out, and do not forget, it is not you, it is not I, it is We Love Comics. Happy hunting. I can't wait to see what the prices are going to be by the end of this day.